everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Melanie and I do a variety of videos. I do not edit videos and I'm putting that out because obviously you might hear some noise. I mean, it's about 20 to 8 in the evening. I mean, I didn't even realise it was that late, to be honest, but you know, there are reasons why I didn't realise that. And that the washer's on, like you might hear something, you might not, so I just put that out. So I'm doing this video and it's a bit of a random one and like it might not even make sense. Some of you it will make sense too, but I thought I would do a video to show you that last time I ended up in hospital and I knew there was an ambulance coming, what did I grab to take with me? And basically that's what I'm going to show you. So last time I got took in hospital, I was really ill and I got told the ambulance would be a certain amount of time because they were busy. Now they did get to my house quicker than what I was told, and I remember thinking like, oh, I've got to like put together like some clothes to come home with. I might want a bit of skincare, but the way I felt, I don't know how I managed to put things together. I think when you're like determined or whatever it is and you know you're going to need stuff and you know that if you ask anyone else they're probably not going to come with the right things, I think you just do what you can in that situation. Now I totally believed last time I ended up in hospital that I would be out later that day. By the way, I think the ambulance turned up at my house at like 3 in the morning. I'd not been to sleep, I'd been severely unwell, and I'd actually kept thinking, you're going to be fine, you're going to be fine, like just ring like 111 tomorrow, you'll be fine. That's what I thought. Obviously I couldn't sleep because of what was going on with my body. So I was like, oh God, like I've not slept, I feel horrendous, like I literally, like I don't think I've ever felt so ill. And I did the best that I could. Now clothes wise, I basically, and do you know what, I was in my pyjamas, like, well it wasn't when I rang the ambulance, but I basically put on my Coal Miner grey Harriet pyjamas, like with a t-shirt, and then ended up putting a purple hoodie on and trainers. Now, just because they're dispatching an ambulance, it doesn't mean you're going to go to hospital, but I thought, just in case, I'm going to put together something to come home in because I'm literally in pyjamas. Well, a cross between pyjamas and clothes, but, you know, I was super comfortable. So in my bag, I took a tote bag, which my dad washed since and it shrunk, but I basically took, for some reason, 2 pairs of leggings and 1 oversized t-shirt. Now, I don't know what I was thinking with 2 pairs of leggings, but that's what I did. And I think I took a pair of socks because I had trainers on, and I had socks with the trainers on already, but obviously, oh, and a change of underwear. That's all I took clothes wise because I thought I'd be home that day, basically. So I grabbed this, which is like the tan that I use, and this was like the tan kit, you know, where you get the mitt, you get the back thing, you get, I think you got a brush, and I think you got something else in it, but it came in this, and I thought, well, this is the perfect size. Is the screen blurry? Am I imagining that? I think maybe I'm imagining that. That's frosted, maybe that's why. But this is what I grabbed, and I'm going to show you everything that I took. Now, I have just took this out because it actually leaked, and I've just got it all in my hand. But because I couldn't find a deodorant that fit in there, I thought, well, I don't want to smell, because who wants to smell? And I spotted this on the side, because I have a few little perfumes on the side. And this is really nice. It's by Ghost. I don't know which one it is. Does it say on the bottom? I mean, I shouldn't be tipping it because it came out. I feel like I've lost a good chunk of this. I don't think it says on the bottom, actually. Is it Story or something? But Ghost perfumes are really nice. I always ended up with these all the time. And I thought, well, if I can't put deodorant on, I could, like, rinse my armpits because, you know, there's paper towels and there's, like, hand soap and stuff. So I thought, well, I could put this on my body and my clothes because no one wants to smell. Well, maybe some do, so I did take that. There are other perfumes on the side in my room, so I can't tell you right now why I chose that. I mean, if I was unwell and thinking that way again, maybe I could. I think I just grabbed what I could. Now, if you're wondering why I've got medication, there's 2 reasons why. Firstly, I did take Panadol because I was in pain, and I was given pain relief in the ambulance. I mean, that's a whole other story what happened in the ambulance. I don't think I'll ever live that down. But there's been times when I've been in hospital and I've waited hours in excruciating pain. So I did take these. I actually did take Soreen, the blueberry one, the protein one. I feel like I took 1 or 2 in my bag just to basically take tablets with. I haven't took any of these. This is basically how many was missing from it anyway, but I thought I might need a dose. Now in hindsight I should have actually took some, but I forgot because I was so unwell, and I didn't take any during the stay that I was there because of what I did get put on. I didn't want to accidentally OD, so they never got used. And I did take 2 of my medications. So I took this one, it's lansoprazole, which is for acid reflux. I took these, and I took one of my main other ones because those are the 2 that I definitely couldn't go without. And obviously I have both in the morning, and because like I think the ambulance came at like 3 in the morning, I knew I was going to be there in the morning, so I knew I would want to take them, because when you request your own medication in hospital, it has to be approved by the hospital. They have to get on your GP list, and sometimes it can take days. And the other one that I actually took with me, they don't always stock on site, so there's been times when I've been in and it's took 2 days to arrive, and it's one of the ones that I definitely can't cope without. So if you do get admitted, as long as you tell them that you've got your medication, you can use it. I mean, you can use it without telling them anyway, because, you know, I don't always do that. But when because I did get admitted, they just prescribed me. This came up straight away, but the other one didn't, and luckily I did have the other one with me. So that's why I took them, because I do always forget. Now, like I said, I did think I'd get released the same day because, well, I thought I would leave myself even if they tried to admit me. And it's a whole nother story about how they managed to get me to stay. So I wanted a face cream because from experience, even if you're just there for a short amount of time, your skin just gets really dry. I don't know why. It goes horrific. Sometimes it takes weeks to sort out when you come home, especially your legs, because you have to wear those stupid compression things that they call stockings, but they're not stockings, but I hate them. And I grabbed this knowing that there wasn't much in it. Now normally I obviously use more skincare than this, but when you're ill, you just like, I just want something on my face. I want something that I know is going to hydrate me, something that's good, and I thoroughly recommend this to anyone. I use this on and off. Sometimes I'll use it every day for weeks, and then sometimes I won't use it because I do like other things. But if I could only ever buy one face cream, it would be either this one or that Sunday Riley one that I absolutely love, that's £50 a pop. So realistically it would be this one. I do have the original one, which is a lot thicker, and sometimes I mix them together because that thick one's really hard to rub in. But when you put it on with this, it makes it easier. I did actually run out of this, and I think I'd probably squeeze a tiny bit out, but it's like, you know, when I've obviously twisted it to get the last bits out, and I did get admitted, and I did order another one, because asking someone to find things, even when you send them pictures, is very stressful, because they get annoyed because they can't find it, and then they say it's not there, and that you've told them it's in the wrong place and you've sent them the wrong picture, yet it is there. So it's very stressful asking for things. So I ordered this probably the same night that I got admitted, or the next day, and it did get brought up to me. And this is what I used. And my skin, even though I wasn't using eye cream and serum and whatever, my skin stayed hydrated and it looked good. So this is amazing. And you can use this on your body as well, and that's why I was always reluctant to use it on my face, but a lot of people do use it on the face, and it smells amazing. So I did order it, because I didn't want to say, can you find this, because even with pictures and a direct description of where it exactly is, it's too stressful, because I know they won't find it and they'll get angry at me, even though it's right in the face. So this isn't the flavour that I took. I took rhubarb and custard with me, and rhubarb and custard is one of my favourite. It's in my top 3. I absolutely love it. It smells amazing. It's not overpowering. It just smells just right. I can't find it, so I'm presuming it's probably in my car. So I've just basically grabbed this just to show you, because have I got any in here? Because I grabbed this from downstairs. I mean, yeah, I do. I mean, I have one less because my husky this morning actually took one outside, the grape flavoured one, and destroyed it. Oh, you gotta love having a husky. This is actually my least favourite one, and I thought I would love the coffee flavoured one. But anyway, I did have rhubarb and custard, and this is jelly bean. In fact, let me put some on, because I've not used this that much, or I haven't used it for ages, but no, I do prefer rhubarb and custard over that, 1,000,000%. I also grabbed this, which is the Murad Essential C Day Moisture Broad Spectrum with SPF 30. Now I find this isn't as hydrating as I would like, and I do have dry skin. Some areas of my face are normal, but it's predominantly dry. So when I do use this, I use it in the centre of my face, and then I go around the rest of my face with this. And sometimes I might have to put more of this on, like in the centre, because it's just not thick enough for me personally. And I didn't end up using this. And it smells amazing, it is nice. Do you know what, I should have put it on because it's SPF 30, and even inside you should have SPF on. And when I was in hospital last, I did have a window bed, so the sun was shining on me, so I should have put that on even if I was putting Weleda on the top, because I would have had an SPF on. But when you're ill, you don't think of these things. Then, as I said, I did think I was coming home the same day, which didn't happen. And I thought I might not need this, but if I'm there all day, my skin might start to get dry, so I can just put it in the dry areas. It's only little, I do have the original one in this size, which I've never opened, and I feel like I've had another one of these. But I didn't want to take a big body lotion because I was coming home the same day. In my head, I thought I'd be home by like mid-afternoon. In my head. Yeah. This was probably less than half full, and I only had to use it once, maybe twice. And I was just very like, I did put it on my whole body, but I was just very like cautious how much I used. Obviously, I would have been in there longer. Well, I was in there longer. This wouldn't have lasted, but I did get other stuff brought to me. That'll be in a separate video. Then, I did think I was coming home the same day. I wasn't thinking clearly, but I don't like being seen without mascara on or something on my brows, because my lashes are blonde and I look odd without like dark lashes. I used to have them dyed, and then I used to dye them myself, and I just haven't done. So don't ask me why I grabbed two. Well, I know why I grabbed two, because both of them are super low and quite close to running out. So these were right at the top of where I keep my mascaras, and I think I picked one up and I was like, it's not going to last, or it might not last. And like I said, I thought it was coming on the same day, so I thought I'd end up going in the toilet, quickly putting a little bit on, whatever. And I might not even thought that far ahead, but I knew when I come home I might have wanted to put this on, because I don't like my lashes, they're just blonde. And I also grabbed the two brow products that I predominantly use. I've been using this combo for a while. It's not my favourite, but it just does. Like, it's not, you know, until like, I just don't want to keep buying lots of brow products to find my holy grail. But even when I came home, I didn't use them. I didn't put any of this makeup on at all, because I was ill. Even when I come home, I wasn't fully recovered. I came home to recover, which has been prevented by what goes on my street. But that was then. And then the final thing that I picked up was the Inky List Peptide Tripeptide Plumping Lip Balm. Now, I got this a while ago, and then I misplaced it, and I found this and something else. What did I find? It was something that I like and use, and I couldn't find either of them. I think I found them in a bag. Yeah, I did. I found them in a bag with a couple of other things that I'd forgotten about. And I did use this. I think most days I put it on once a day, because it's got peptide in, which is great for hydration and for plumping, and over time it does make your lips fuller if you use 3 times a day. But it's just super hydrating, so I remember most days I put this on once, maybe even twice, but I was repeatedly putting this on throughout the day. But the longer I was in there, my lips became hydrated, so I didn't need this as much anyway. And that is basically, unless I've forgotten something, which I haven't, I'm just looking around, that is everything that I grabbed that night, along with 2 pairs of leggings for some random reason, a pair of socks. I think I took 2 pairs of knickers with me. I don't know why, but I did, luckily, because I didn't end up staying there. But obviously I did get stuff brought to me. Basically, oh, that was a whole other story, I mean, whatever. But that, you know, whenever that was, that I ended up in there. So, brow products, 2 mascaras because they're both super low. This lip balm, which is really good. By the way, because I didn't solely use that, I can't tell you if that did more for me or that did more for me. I feel like they're both good in their own ways. They're both hydrating. They've both got ingredients in to hydrate and look after your lips. The perfume, which I can't put back in because I took it out and it leaked on my hand. And I just smell of it right now. I need to wash my hands when I finish so I don't accidentally rub my eyes. took that thinking that I'd predominantly use it, but in hindsight I should have put it on under the skin food just to give myself an SPF, because I was in the window all the time and it does infiltrate, so it's just the same as being outside. A little body butter. This smells amazing. Normally I just put this on my arms and maybe the top of my chest, and then you can smell it and it stays on my body all day. Literally just rubbed a bit on because it is nice. I feel like it would be overpowering for your whole body all the time, but I did use it twice after 2 showers. That which ran out, but I knew it was going to run out, and when I knew I'd been admitted, I did order that which got brought up the next day because it did get delivered, and then some medication. There is one missing, but I have been using it, and I do have more than that. Not that I need, but I've got another strip on the go, and that's why I've not took that out. But that's everything that I grabbed. Now, obviously, I did think I was coming on the same day, so I didn't like take any deodorant. Well, like I said, the deodorant would have had to go in the bag. And like I said, I had 2 pairs of leggings. I had 1 or 2 pairs of socks. I feel like I took a second pair. Don't know why. Because I had a pair on. And like I said, I thought I was coming on the same day, so I don't know why I took socks. 2 pairs of underwear. I think in the back of my mind, I thought, what if they keep me in that night? And I thought, I need enough to, like, last me, and I think that was what was on my mind, and I think that's why I took 2 pairs of underwear, 2 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of leggings, although I didn't wear any till I came home, and an oversized t-shirt to come home in. But I think with the socks and underwear especially, I was thinking they might keep me in, or they might convince me to stay, which they did, but I mean, who knew. But yeah, that's what I grabbed, and I put it in here because this obviously is the perfect size. I could have got a couple of extra things in, like if I had a deodorant that fit. Do you know what? On the hindsight, I think I've got either a roll-on or like a cream underarm one, you know. And I do have a mini face wash on the sink, and I feel like I have like 1 or 2 other ones. But and I have a couple of little shower gels. But you just, when you felt as ill as I felt, you don't think, oh, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this. You don't think, and I didn't think. But if I was thinking, I would have put like the deodorant in, I would have got the little shower gel because I got a couple of mini ones, I would have put the face wash in, I would have found another face cream just in case I got had to stay in. I might have found another body butter. Like I would have, if I was thinking, that's what I would have done. But I wasn't thinking, because you don't think when you feel the way that I felt, and I feel like I did really well. And that probably would have lasted me a couple of days, but obviously I was in a lot longer when I was in the hospital. But yeah. And that's the perfect size, and like I said, I could have got more stuff in there, so I didn't need anything else. Do you know what, if I would have thinking, and if I would have known I was been in that long, I would have took the Cheeky Squirt face tanner gel, the water one that gives you like tan, even though I had it on my face and I had tan on that needed scrubbing off, and it slowly came off and I looked all grubby. But yeah, that is what I took the last time I ended up in hospital. I would say if you've got any questions, please leave them down below, but I think I know what questions I would get asked, and some of you know the answer to it. But on that note, I hope you're all having a great weekend, whenever day this goes up. If you are new to my channel or you watch my videos but you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Don't forget to press the notification button to get an alert when I upload. I hope you all have an amazing week, and thank you so much for watching.